For a high glamour, high fashion look, it's hard to beat this season's two-tone texture. There's no doubting it can be a little tricky to pull off for every day. Sam, how do we take this trend and translate it for a big night out?
It's really hard to kind of get that catwalk to client look through here. So what we're going to be working with is the volume plumping mousse in towel dried hair. So I've left it a little bit wetter through the top as I have the mid-lengths and ends. So I'm going to be a little bit heavy-handed with the mousse through the top, and then I'm going to use my fingers as big combs to visually blend that through the mid-lengths and ends. So that way I'm going to end up with a little bit kind of a shinier, heavy build-up of product through the top and not so much through the mid-lengths and ends. And now, just with the excess, I'm just going to start to pull it through.
How are you going to blow dry the hair to create that volume on top?
So what I'm going to be doing is using my hands as big combs, and I'm just going to be scrunching it as I'm rough drying it. So I'm going to be pushing it that way and then scrunching it just to kind of get a little bit of root lift on there for natural volume.
Sam, the product you have there you usually use in wet hair, but you've already finished blow drying. Why are you using it now?
What we're trying to achieve is that real heavy product build up through the top to give us that wet two-tone feel. So the volume plumping whip has got a really nice heavy texture once used in dry hair. And you can start to see I've got that slightly wetter kind of definition and texture through the top there in comparison to the dry end. So it's just a build up of extra product for the shape.
So you're still using your fingers as combs?
This whole fashion trend with hair at the moment is very undone, very DIY, very 1990s kind of glamour grunge kind of feel to it. So when you start using brushes and combs, it comes too precise and just getting that random texture through there and not trying to make it too pretty girly. All I'm going to do to finish it off after that is I'm just going to use the serum drops.
I guess with this look, you don't need to worry about applying too much serum, do you?
I'm just using this for that heavier kind of that wet texture through this. What I'm trying to do is create multiple textures within this hair shape. With the serum, we're just going to get that real high sheen gloss as well.
So you're getting a lot more hold now that you wouldn't get if you just put serum through normally.
And just second to last step, I'm just going through just for added support. Just help create even more volume through the top, and I'm just using hairspray. So as I'm working the hairspray in the hair, I'm just manipulating the shape, and I'm just putting the hair behind the ears, just controlling that a little bit, just so you see the contrast in the shape and the textures. And then I'm just going to finish it off with the moisturising shine spray. Big key for this, I think, is spraying it from a distance, so it falls down naturally and it's not too heavy.
Because that's not adding any hold to the style at all, it's just adding shine.
Completely, that's exactly what it's for. I like that. Yeah. I like the two-tone texture, and I think it might be
Worked out. Yeah, that's 3 more to do tomorrow.